Hello, everyone. Welcome to another maths learning time with Miss Blessing. Today, we are going to be learning to multiply by 100. By the end of today's class, you should be able to multiply by 100 using different representations. Come along, let's learn together. Before we go ahead with today's lesson, I want you to pause the video and have a go at these questions. How many tens are equal to 1000? What's 4 multiply 100 would be equal to, and then 5 multiply 100 would be equal to what multiply 5. Pause the video at this time and then go ahead and answer the question. Okay, welcome back. Let's see how you performed, or how you were able to answer the questions correctly. Now, how many tens are there in 1000? We know there are 100 tens in 1000. If you've written 100, thumbs up to you. Now, 4 times 100, or 4 multiply 100, will give us 400. If this is your answer, well done. Finally, 5 multiply 100 is equals to what multiply 5? 5 multiply 100 is the same as 100 multiply 5. Remember, multiplication is commutative. The changing order of the number does not affect the product, does not affect the answer. So 5 multiply 100 is the same as 100 multiply 5. I hope you got all those correctly. Okay, let's proceed with our learning. Jack is making 4 groups of 100 using different representations. First, he has used the base 10. We have 4 groups of 100 here making 400. He has used the place value counters, 4 groups of 100. And he has also used the bar model to represent 4 groups of 100. So 4 times 100 is equals to 400 written in words. Written in numbers, we have 4 multiply 100 is equals to 400. 100 multiply 4 is also 400. Remember, the changing order of the numbers does not affect the answer. As long as it's the same number you are multiplying, the answer, the product remains the same. 4 times 100 is the same thing as 100 times 4. I hope you understood that. All right, Jane, seated right here, is trying to also make 4 groups of 100, excuse me. First, she has made 10 lots of 110s on a 10 frame. She has made 10 lots of 110s on a 10 frame. So 10 times 110 is equals to 10 tens. 10 times 10 tens is equals to 100. And then 10 times 10 is equals to 100. Now let's see how she makes the other 4 groups of 100. Okay, over here using the 10 frame, she has made 4 groups of 100. 10 times 110 is equals to 10 tens. 10 tens is equals to 100. So 10 times 10 is equals to 100. Now 40 times 110 is equals to 40 tens. Remember, she has made 4 groups. So 40 times 110 is equals to 40 tens. 40 tens is equals to 400. So 40 times 10 is equals to 400. Let's proceed and see if she has made more. Yes, she did. Okay, so this is her representation of 4 groups of tens, like we see Jack did, using the base 10, using the 10 frame, using the place value counters, and using the bar model. So 4 times 100 is equals to 400. 40 times 110 is equals to 40 tens. 4 times 100 is equals to 400. And 40 times 10 is equals to 400. Thumbs up if you understood so far. Let's move on. So we have a 10 frame showing 100 on each counter on the 10 frame. Now, when we count the hundreds, we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and 1000. So 10 times 100 makes 10 hundreds. 10 hundredths is equals to 1000, like we just counted now. So 10 times 100 is equals to 1000, and 100 times 10 is also 1000, because when you move the numbers about, it doesn't make any difference to the answer. So 10 times 100 is 1000, and 100 times 10 is also 1000. Let's proceed. We're going to try to multiply by 100 using the place value grid. Now, when we multiplied by tens, we moved one column to the right. But right now, we're going to be multiplying by 100. When we multiply by 100, the hundreds column is 100 times the size of the ones column. The thousands column is 100 times the size of the tens column. So this is an example here. We want to see what happens when we multiply 13 by 100 on a place value grid. So I have represented 13 using the purple counters over here. In 13 we have 1 tens, so I've drawn 1 counter, and we have 3 ones. I've drawn 3 counters here. So when we multiply by 100, we are going to move 2 columns to the left. When we multiply by 10, we move 1 column to the left. But when we multiply by 100, we move 2 columns to the left. So I'm going to move my 2 column to the left. 1, 2. So my ones will come here, and my tens we move here, and then my ones we move 2 columns to the left to go to the 100. 1, 2. So let's see how this is shown on my next slide. So over here, my ones has moved to the thousands, my tens has moved to the thousands, and my ones has moved to the hundreds. So what do we have? We have 1300, because we have nothing here. They are represented with zeros. So 13 times 100 gives us 1300. Remember, when multiplying by 100 on a place value grid, you move 2 times to the left. Okay, everyone? Here is one for you to have a go. 32 multiplied by 100. Have a go, and let's see if you come up with the correct answer. I hope you understood today's lesson, and this is me saying goodbye, everyone. See you in the next video. Remember to practice. The more you practice, the more you get good at it. Bye, everyone.